Hey, boys and girls. It's time for Uncle Jay Explains the News. Now here's the guy who helps little minds understand big news stories, Uncle Jay.
Hi, boys and girls. Now, before we start, there's a little problem that I think we need to clear up, just so nobody's confused. Jay-Z, the hip-hop star, is sometimes called Uncle Jay. So with his new CD being out, just be careful that you don't confuse him with me when you Google. Okay, Uncle Jay's news word for this week is distort. And of course, we all know what this word means. It means to twist and change something all out of shape. And this word happens every day to the people, by the people, and for the people in the news. For instance, healthcare reform. Now, supporters never talk about the complete package. They just pick out little parts of it that look good and tell you to support the whole thing. But the opponents are no different. They just pick out the parts that look bad and tell you to hate the whole thing. Maybe you've noticed, boys and girls, that this strategy shows up in many topics of conversation. And it's not even really a conversation that way, is it? It's a perversation. Now, some people tried to distort President Obama's TV speech to America's students in schools. They didn't want young, impressionable minds corrupted, so maybe you had to stay home and watch all those safer and more wholesome shows that are on every day. Isn't that better?
I don't know if this helps or hurts you, Uncle Jay, but I completely agree.
Okay. Now, those who did see the speech did not hesitate to express their opinions about it, even if it wasn't always respectful. And you know, boys and girls, sometimes even you might a news story in your own mind. For instance, when you saw that the Disney company is about to buy Marvel Comics, did a scary image take shape in your mind about how that might turn out? And then, did you worry that another large corporation might buy another comic book company, and then suddenly your favorite hero's image would just go bing? And now it's time to answer one of your news questions. This week it comes from Andrew in Nashville. Hi, Andrew. Andrew writes, Dear Uncle Jay, I saw Saturday's big Tea Party protest in Washington. How come some marchers dressed funny and had insulting signs? Does that attract undecided people? Thanks, Andrew. No, it doesn't, and we've talked about this before. Back when Martin Luther King was marching for civil rights, everybody dressed normally, and their signs were simple and sincere, and those protests worked. Nowadays, some marchers seem to be more into showing off and performing than in protesting. You know, Andrew, if Martin Luther King had gone marching on stilts and in a rainbow wig, do you think he would have succeeded like he did? Probably not. Don't forget, you can see more at www.UncleJayExplains.com. Check back every Monday when Uncle Jay explains the news. And remember,
boys and girls, a great kid is great news.